Hi, Beth here at Abby's Attics Creation, and today we're going to be going over how to engrave on jewelry on the F2. And this is what we're going to be making today. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take our piece of jewelry, and as you can see, it is really kind of reflective. The easiest way to get the exact distance for this is going to be to use a pair of calipers. You can get these on Amazon. I will try to find the link for them for the ones I bought, but you can find them on Amazon. You're going to want to make sure to zero that out and then just put it on your item and get the measurements. As you can see, that says 2.69 millimeters thick. So we're going to take that over to the laptop and put that into Studio. We are also going to want to remove any oils or dust or debris that could possibly be on the blank. So I'm just going to do that with a alcohol swab, and I'm just going to wipe that off. The good thing about alcohol is it does dry very fast. So I'm just giving it a good wipe, and we will go over to the F2 now and place it on there. Now that we're in Studio, we are going to connect to our F2. I already have what I want on my screen, so I am just going to take a picture using the camera system on the F2. And I am going to start arranging these where I would like them on each of these pots. And remember, our number was 2.69, and I'm just going to round it up to 2.7 millimeters. And I'm going to enter that right over here in the distance. Once we have that, we're going to hit enter and it's going to adjust. And I am just going to move these letters where I want them on each of the paws. So I've moved them around here and I'm just using the camera as a tool to get them approximately where I want, but I will be framing them using the frame feature, and you'll see that very shortly. So I know it's hard for you to see because it's a blue light. So that looks pretty good to me. I'm going to see if I can zoom in a little. And as you can see, it's just tracing around the A where it will be. Now I'm just going to correct these other two initials, and I am going to place them aligned with the A. And I will frame them again just to double check and make sure they are exactly where I would like them to be. As you can see, this one is actually totally off, so it's not even on the mark there. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to go back over to the laptop and correct that. I'm going to select the M, and I'm going to move it just a little bit. And you can see the blue light did move a little. And I'm just using the arrow keys to move the M around a little bit at a time. And that one now looks good, so we will stop the framing and we will do the same thing to the G. We will turn that layer on. And we will frame. This one needs to come over just a smidge. I do want to talk about the burn marks you guys are saying you're getting around the engravings. That's actually a carbon buildup, also known as slag, and it's just basically blowout.
Think of it as like when you're cooking a steak, for instance, and you're searing, the one side of the steak and you put it down and the fat parts of it get a little bit of a black mark on it, and some of the meat does too. It's kind of the same thing. And the reason why this can happen is it's oils burning off that are on your material. It could be too much heat and at too fast of a time, and it's just a reaction from oxygen in the air that's causing that to fall back down onto the material. What it's not is it's not damaging the material. It's not going to rust, and it's not permanent, and it does clean right off, and we will go over how to clean this off. The reason why this happens again is because your power could be too high. You could be going too slow. Some people do set up an air assist, which that can help. Or you could be going just too deep of an engrave, again, going too hot and too slow at the same time. To reduce this, you clean off your material with the alcohol to get rid of any oils or anything that were on your hands. You do a little bit of a lower power, and you can go a little bit faster, and that'll help.
If you remember nothing else from this video, just remember it is just burnt smoke that fell back onto the hot steel. Okay, let's get to the good stuff while you're here. We're going to do our settings are going to be 100. Our speed is going to be 5. We're going to do 2 passes, and we're going to do a crosshatch with our lines per centimeter being set to 300. To access the crosshatch, you're going to click the advanced settings right down here, and you're going to see another menu pop up. You're just going to click on crosshatch, and we are also going to do this at a 45-degree angle. A crosshatch is going to go one way and then go another way. And that's going to make it so that you get that dark, deep engrave. And it's going to, because we're doing it at a slower speed, and because it's a 5 watt, it's just not going to burn away that material, making it rough and scratchy. All of these settings will be on our Google Sheet that we have on our groups. I will have the groups linked down below in case you are not following our groups, and our Google Sheet will be in our featured section at the top of the group. Now that we hit process, we're going to send it over to our F2. And as you can see, this is going to take approximately 5 minutes, but the black that you get is amazing. Now that we're over here at the F2, we are going to hit start. I am wearing safety goggles, just so you guys know, but I am leaving the thing up for you. I do have my safety goggles. So we're going to hit start on the machine, and we will be done in about 5 minutes. As you can see, we did get a really nice engrave on there. You can feel the engrave on it. You can also scratch it and feel it and hear it. We did get a little bit of that carbon buildup on there, but we will clean that up. It's really not that bad, as you can see. I see it a little bit around the A, a little in the G, but we will clean that up right now, and we will get to it. So to clean this up, I am just going to use an alcohol swab and just wipe it off. And let it dry. As you can see, we do have a nice black engrave.
I hope you guys learned something today and are off to engraving your first piece of jewelry. We do have those 2 Facebook groups that I will link down below. And I hope you guys all learned something. And please subscribe to my channel. And remember, we do have those setting sheets that we share in our groups that are in the featured section. So we would hope that you would follow us just so you can get those setting sheets.